If you're gay, then you're gay. Don't pretend that you're straight. You could be who you are any day of the week.
So that was Carmella Dancing, official English version. The funny thing about this song is actually, I thought it was Japanese. I actually found out that the original version is Swedish. Yeah, so enough of my weird music taste. We are doing one more song apparently by the Swedish group, which is called Boogie Bam Dance, and you guys will hear that. You guys will hear that on Friday, next Friday. All right, chapter 23. Louis apparently is fine. He's alive, and he got to meet the babies. Pretty much self-explanatory. Chapter 24. Naya's point of view. I rub my eyes tiredly as Liam and I. Okay, if ever there is a grammar error in here, I will not say that there's a grammar error. I will say what it should say. So right there it says as me and Liam. It really should be Liam and I. So I'm not gonna say grammar. If I read something wrong, just know, if you guys see something wrong, you know I'm going to read it the right way. So, let's start that over. Niall's point of view. I rub my eyes tiredly as Liam and I sat in the waiting room of the hospital waiting for Harry to come and say we could see Louis and the babies. I closed my eyes, resting my head on Liam's shoulder. As he wrapped an arm around me, I put my hand on my stomach as the baby fluttered around a bit. Tired, love? Liam asked, and I nodded, cuddling deeper to his side. Didn't get much sleep last night. Don't really know why, I said, with a yawn. I heard him sigh as he pulled me onto his lap and rubbed my back gently. Tonight you're going to bed early, he said, and I shrugged, putting my head on his chest, listening to his heartbeat. Fine by me, I said as he cradled my tummy in my hands. Rubbing it soothingly, it seemed to calm down the baby as he or she moving came to a stop. Junior's finally asleep now after moving around for what seemed like forever. I said quietly and my eyes closed. This baby is going to be just like you. I can already see it. A little bouncy baby with piercing blue eyes, and his or her hair will obviously be brown or both our hair is that color, but you just bleached it. The light booger will always be looking for food, but will always stay skinny because of how much he or she moves around, just like you. Beautiful, he finished, and I smiled, looking up at him as he kissed my forehead. Have I mentioned how much I love you, I asked. Yes, but I could hear you say it forever, he said, pressing his forehead on mine as he took my hand and intertwined our fingers. He smirked down at me, and was about to kiss me, but our names were being called from none other than Harry. Nye, Liam, come on. Lee wants to see you, wants you to see the triplets, he said, jogging into the waiting room. He smiled as Liam helped me up and kept our fingers intertwined with mine as we followed Harry, who had a huge smile on his face. Once we got into the room, I smiled brightly as I saw Louis sat up in the bed, looking down at one of the baby girls lovingly. When he heard the door close, he looked up and noticed the tear tracks going down his face, and he smiled. Come here, he whispered to me. I took a few nervous steps over to him and saw his perfect mixture of him and Harry, just in a girl version, in his arms. This is Lacey, he said, and I nodded. I already seen her earlier. She's beautiful, Lou, I said as I don't even know what the word is, placed a hand on my stomach. She is, he agreed. Harry, can you hand me one of them? He asked, as he gestured at the two cribs beside the bed. Harry nodded, and I went over and grabbed the other little pink bundle, placing her gently in Louis' arms. There's little Anne. Harry picked up Britton and smiled down at him. Britton looks exactly like him. Like he was looking at a mirror. That's how much he looks like Harry. I look over and see him awkwardly standing in the corner, walking up to him and loosely wrapping my arms around his neck, making his hands go right to my hips. Makes me want Junior here even more now, he said to me quietly. I smiled and rested my head on his shoulder, making my baby bump up against his flat stomach. I knew he loved that. He wrapped his arms around my waist and pulled me closer, if that was even possible. We both looked over at Harry and Louis as we watched them coo to their babies and give each other a loving glance every few seconds. I honestly can't wait, I said, pulling back a little so I could rest a hand on my stomach. He smiled and put a hand on top of mine and looked into his eyes. You know we found out the gender this weekend, right? He asked, with a smirk on his face. My face lit up and I rocked a bit on my heel. I know. What do you want it to be? I asked, and he shrugged before hugging me again and resting a hand on my chin. Resting my head on his chin. I would like a boy, but if we have a girl, she'd be spoiled rotten, he said, and I smiled and laughed a little. Well, I would like a girl, but if we have a boy, he'd also be spoiled, I said. I looked up at the Silenson family. Yes, I call them that now, even though they're technically Louis is taking Harry's last name. And the kid's name are silent, but the Silenson. But still, Silensons. No matter what he or she will be, the most loved child ever, little Mason or Bella, will be absolutely perfect no matter what, he said, kissing the top of my head. I smiled, looked over at him, and his hand went straight to my glasses, pushing them up. He smiled as he looked at them, and then blushed, looking down. He put his index finger under my chin, making me look up at him. He was looking at me sympathetically. You know, I find your glasses adorable. I must have told you 1,000,000 times already, he said, a smirk playing on his lips. I smiled and pushed his chest and turned away from him, only to have his wrapped arms around me from behind, resting his hand on my baby bump and putting his head on my shoulder. I giggled a bit as he kissed my cheek. When I noticed Louis and Harry were watching us, I blushed a dark red and turned in Liam's grip to hide my face in his neck. He laughed and rubbed him back soothingly. You guys make such an adoring couple, don't you think, Hayes? Louis asked, and I heard Harry let out a small chuckle. Yeah, you do. He said, making me blush even redder. Is that even possible? Is that even possible? I peeked out from Liam's neck and saw that they were now on the bed together, the baby sleeping in the cribs. Louis was curled into Harry's side when his arms wrapped around one of Harry's as he rested his head on his shoulder. Likewise, I said to them, making them both smile and laugh. You think I don't know that? Honey, please. We would win a couple of years, Louis said as the little brother chuckled. Sorry, Louis, but that would be us. Liam said, making me smile even wider at him. Louis sent a playful quiver. Watch it, Payne, he said, and Liam just smirked at him and shrugged. Louis whined and hid his face in Harry's neck as Harry laughed and wrapped an arm around him. I smiled and yawned. I think we should get you home so you can get some rest. Also, you never told me why you were in detention, he said, and I froze as Louis and Larry got evil smirks on their face. Oh, so this little neither here got in trouble, Louis asked, finishing with the whistle and shaking his head a bit. Please tell us what happened, dear Niall, Harry said, and I shrugged. Ollie was calling me names, so I may or may have not turned to him and yell a swear, which I, by the way, will not let innocent ears hear, I said. What was he saying, Liam asked. He was calling me fat and deaf, I said, and Liam's face turned into anger. Please don't get mad, it's over now, I said, cupping his face and rubbing his cheek with my thumb. He closed his eyes and looked down before sighing. He looked back up at me with a small smile on his face. Okay, I won't, but if this ever happens again, you're telling me straight away, he said, pointing a finger at me. I laughed a bit and nodded as the baby started to come. The baby's moving again, I said as his look softened at the mention of the baby. He kneeled down in front of my stomach, putting both hands on it and kissing it. He rested his forehead against it. He whispered something, making him or her move around even more. He smiled, getting back up and wrapping his arms around my waist, pulling me into him. The baby started moving, Harry asked. I smiled. Harry asked. I smiled and nodded and turned to him. Yep, just this morning, I said with a smile. I want to feel, Louis said. Lou, Harry said, turning to him and shrugged. It's fine. I walked over to them. I got next to Lou and hovered his hand over my stomach, and he looked up at me questioningly. I nodded, saying it was okay. He placed a hand on my stomach and smiled when he felt it. Feels weird, right? He asked, smiling up at me with a hand still on my stomach. Yeah, it does, I said, laughing a bit, and I ran my fingers through my hair. He took his hand off and it was replaced by Harry's. He smiled and laughed. He took his hand off, and Liam spoke up. We found out the gender this weekend, Harry, he said, and Harry nodded while Louis looked up and smiled. Excited, he asked, smiled and nodded. I would like a girl, but a boy would be great too, I said, and he nodded. Louis just let out a yawn and rested his head on Harry's chest. We should get going. The baby's making me exhausted, I said, rubbing my stomach a bit. I walked over to Liam and took his hand in mine. Bye, guys, and congrats, Liam said as we waved with a thanks, and then we walked out of the hospital room. What we weren't expecting was to see Ollie in the waiting room. I gasped when Liam's first instinct was to stand in front of me. Ooh, look, the homos, he said with a smirk, drawing attention to us. I blushed and then got the strong urge to cry. What are you doing here? Liam groaned at him as I held on to his arm tight. As I was behind him, I looked down at my stomach and tried not to put a hand on it, but the baby rolled around. My brother was in a little accident, said getting up and walking and standing in front of Liam and I. That's all I'm gonna say. Can't you leave us alone? Liam asked him, and I started to shake. What would be the fun in that? He asked. That's the last straw for Liam. He surprised me by pushing Ollie forcefully. He flew a couple feet before landing on the ground. He got up angrily and stomped up to Liam. He was about to punch Liam, but he caught the fist and twisted his wrist. He let a silent scream as Liam pushed him up against the wall. What is that? Maybe the third time I've won? When will you learn? Liam asked, and I slid by him and towards the door. He let go and he fell to the ground, holding his wrist and rubbing it. You fucking twat, he yelled as Liam wrapped an arm around my waist and pulled me out. We got in the car and he opened the door angrily, and as I got in slowly, he slammed his door and his face held anger. No, Niall, I don't want to hear it. He said. I sighed and looked out the window as a few tears escaped my eyes. I quickly wiped them away, but more filled their place. Why was he so mad? Why do you guys think Liam is so mad? Do you guys know? I don't actually remember because I'm not entirely sure because I haven't read this book in a while. I mean, I know a little thing. So, I hope you guys have a great day, and until next time, gay is okay, just ask the GSA. Mwah.